Today I want to talk to you about a plant that a lot of you are growing because it is an herb. It's got great vitamins, but it can be very dangerous in your yard. And it's something that I wanted to bring up for a while, and I think you need to know because knowledge is important for us so we can get things right, and we don't want anything to happen to our pets, even by accident, when we think we're doing something good and the opposite happens. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California, and today I'm going to talk about a plant that is a succulent. It can grow almost anywhere. It loves the heat. It loves the terrible soil, and it's called Purslane. And this is the Latin name, so you know exactly what you're looking for and what it is that you could be growing that could cause a lot of problems. And I'll tell you a couple stories that are absolutely so scary that we had no idea in the beginning about it. Purslane is an herb that you can actually even buy in a lot of stores. We have it growing all over here, and I'll show you this in a minute. And it wasn't here at all when we started gardening. Gary went to the grocery store and he bought the Purslane. That's the Culinary type. They grow upright where the wild weed grows down. And he decided he wanted to grow it. So he brought him home, bought a bundle, and he rooted it just in water, started planting it. And before you know it, we have it everywhere. And I mean everywhere, outside and in the house. You would think it's great because it's got a lot of great vitamins to it, and it's got the omega-3s that we need, but you know, you'd have to eat a lot to even get a lot out of it because it's so full of water. Water's the #1 thing this plant has. Now, here is an issue that a lot of people don't talk about. I should first tell you what they do with it. They put it in soups and stews. They add it to salads. They can add it to sandwiches. They can use it as a garnish. You can eat the entire plant. I even heard that the seeds can lower your blood pressure, though I have no facts on that, just something I read. It's an interesting taste. It's very tangy. I personally don't like it, though I do add it to my green drink. And I think it's important to do a variety. When I go around to collect greens for my green drink that I blend up in the morning, I just gather a little bit of everything because I want to get the different nutrients and elements from all the different plants. So Purslane is one that I do gather some of the leaves from, and now I'm even throwing the seed pods in there. When they grow a seed pod, this is why they're all over. They burst. They literally have this tiny little pod, and then it cracks open and blows up. It looks like a little bit heavier than pepper. Now, a lot of your birds do eat it. I have found the goldfinches absolutely love Purslane, which is really good. So I enjoy growing it around here. But what I had to do, and I started over a year ago, close to 2 years ago, I had to go around and look for it, which is not difficult because it's everywhere. Like I said, it's even in the house. When I try to start seeds in the house, if I'm using soil from outside, doesn't even matter if Purslane wasn't there, it's there. Maybe it's being pooped out by the goldfinches that eat it, but it's everywhere. Now, why would a plant that is so nutritious for us not be good for other creatures? Birds eat it. Well, I'll tell you something. Like grapes, like other plants, and this is why there's a lot of plants I don't grow, it is very toxic to dogs. Now, in general, and cats, in general, a dog may not eat it. But of course, I've got one, Zoe, that found Purslane one day and started eating it. I didn't even know. She nibbled on the leaves. She likes the moisture in it and the tanginess to it. And she started throwing up. This was a couple years ago when I first got her, and I did the research and found out, oh my gosh, I can't grow this anywhere where she can get into because it's so deadly. Had she eaten any more, I wouldn't have had Zoe. That's how deadly it is. Now, you know, years ago, I had Kitty, which was my love of my life, and she would love broccoli. Oh my gosh, she would follow me around when I was doing a video to give her broccoli. But when it comes to Purslane, for some reason, this is the plant, she absolutely has taken a fascination to it. So I have to very carefully keep a check on these plants. Now, I didn't plant it in here. I planted lettuce, as you can see coming up here. This is just a milk carton, and I've got 2 romaine lettuce growing in here, but see the Purslane? This can't go on the ground. This can't go anywhere within reach of my Yorkie because she will nibble on it and she loves it. And it can cause a lot of organ problems, including organ failure. Look it up. Google Purslane. Is it toxic to dogs? Is it toxic to cats? A lot of animals try different things, and lettuce and stuff, and that's fine. But when they try this, and if they like it, you can have a big problem, bigger than any of us want. And I think it's a warning you should know about, because I've seen a lot of people planting it all over in their gardens, and they say, go ahead and put it among all your plants because it's so nutritious for us to pick and eat and use. It is. But if you've got a dog in your yard and you're not there constantly supervising, sometimes you have no idea what they're nibbling on. I had a friend that wanted wood chips, plain old wood chips. He loaded his whole yard, him and the neighbor, they ordered a truckload, and his basset hound decided he loves wood chips, started eating them. I mean, not just chewing on it for fun, but eating them, and they had to get rid of the wood chips. Well, there's a lot of plants like that. There's a lot of beautiful flowers that I would love to grow. But again, they're so toxic. That's why some of you ask me, why don't you grow this? Why don't you grow that? You know, why don't you grow irises? Why don't you grow, what is it called? There's another one, pink ladies, because they're toxic. When we first got Ike, Gary's healer, he got very sick. They thought it was parvo. It turned out it was never parvo. He ate some, I think it's called pink ladies. It's a bulb. I could have the name wrong. He started digging them up in the ground. We didn't even think about it. They come up in April in beautiful pink flowers. Naked ladies, pink naked ladies. And he decided he found them in the ground. He loved them. He started ingesting them. He was a bigger dog, and we had to take him to the vet. He had to be on an IV for like a couple weeks, and we saved him. He's fine. And let me tell you something, Gary went through the entire property. Anywhere he thought he saw them, he dug those bulbs up and got rid of them. Well, purslane is the same way. So if you can keep it in check, keep it hanging, keep it off the ground, if you've got dogs or cats, then it is perfect to grow. But if you spot it, even one time in your garden, these plants, the flower is starting up here. There's a seed pod there. The moment it bursts, you will be on your hands and knees looking for it because it comes up everywhere and your dog will find it before you. So this is a warning that it is a plant that is extremely toxic to most pets. You know, there's going to be a few that probably have a resilient, it doesn't bother them at all, and that's perfect. But if you look it up, it's highly toxic. So I suggest that if you've got dogs, really think about it. If your dog doesn't eat much of anything and they're really finicky, which Zoe is, but for some reason not to that, give it a good thought. If your dog got sick a few times and you didn't know, or your cat, and it was wandering around the garden, maybe you should go look and see if you've got purslane growing. Because if your neighbor is growing purslane, you're going to grow purslane. Because of the way it pops, the way it can get stuck on bird feathers, the way it's carried around. It only takes one plant in your yard to flower for you to have gazillions growing all over the place. So when you go to plant a lot of different flowers and plants, kind of Google things and see if it's toxic to your pet. I'm not talking about they might get a bellyache or something. I'm talking about see if it's highly toxic. And if it is, think about it. Do you want that in your garden? You know, I don't. So right now it's on the deck. I've been pulling it out and it's a constant fight. I can't get rid of it. It shows up, and if I don't see it, like I just didn't notice it until it grows so incredibly fast. The other day I saw, holy mackerel, it just took off because it loves the heat. It's really been hot and it loves the hot weather. It doesn't care what the soil is. It could be sandy, it could be clay, it could be anything. It just grows so good. And it's kind of sad because it's such a good plant to eat. But again, it's kind of, you got to weigh the importance of how much you really need it, since you're going to get so little out of it, because 90%, 80% of it is all water. It's a succulent. That is it important enough for you to grow? And if you don't have dogs, don't worry about it. Then you've got a good plant to grow and add to your daily food or whenever you want to eat it. But I think the thing we always have to know on anything is to educate ourselves and have awareness. Is there anything we're growing that may be toxic to our pets? Because no joke, it comes up everywhere. and I'm constantly pulling it out. And I do compost it. Great to compost. It's in our soil. The dog's not going in there. So I'm hoping I'm giving you thoughts and ideas on what we should and should not grow. And, well, just the idea that knowledge is worth a lot, just to know what we're dealing with. So with that, have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow. And absolutely, if you grow it, eat it. Put it this way, I can take it. Actually, it's not that bad. I don't really just, yeah, I might add it to a salad. Zoe's not eating our salads. It's a little, it's a succulent. What else can I say? And it's not chewy. It's crunchy. And it's healthy. Just keep it away from your dog. Bye-bye.